Hello my friends and welcome to Europa League prediction game day number 3, and I won't predict a lot. I have an experiment from you which saves you a lot of time, because there are so many YouTube channels outside who claims that they have the best predictions, but no one shows the results. That's why I calculate every odd and every profit and every loss of different YouTube channels with a lot of followers, and we will see who gives the best predictions for the Europe League. And if you like this, then follow me and you save a lot of time. Before we start, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to this channel if you want the best predictions and betting tips on YouTube. Thanks for your support. We will check 3 experts and their predictions about the Europe League and compare it with my predictions, which are completely based on stats, because I don't have the time to follow the Europe League, and that's why I'm only betting on stats. And let's see which one is the best. The first one we check is Jordan Burrs. He has 56,000 followers and is aiming for 100,000. Is this legit? Before we come to his picks for the third game day, let's have a review on his picks on the second game day of the Europe League. He was betting on 11 games and won 7 with average odds of 1.82 and made a profit of 1 unit after all. Not bad. If you win, it's never bad, but the problem here is he's betting way too much. If he's winning, okay, maybe it's his strategy. The average odds are okay, maybe a bit too low, because he is focused a lot on different sorts of betting. He's changing between winners and double chance, and then over goals, handicap, both teams to score, a lot of different bets. And if a bettor mixes up so many different types of bets, I'm pretty sure at the end he's not profitable, because you have to focus on one strategy which works and which makes you the most profit. And if you have several strategies, then you have, it just says that you are not an expert in one specific thing. So even if he made profit at this game day, I would say I won't think he's a good bettor, because he is not mentioning his odds and he's not mentioning his previous bets. That are 2 points I don't like in YouTube predictions. If bettors are not sticking to their records and they are not mentioning and comparing their picks with odds. And someone who is not mentioning the odds in his picks can't be a professional bettor. I'm sorry, Jordan. I think you know a lot of football, and your videos are really attractive to watch. But to make it even better, I missed the odds in your videos, and maybe he can edit in the future so that I don't have to look for the odds and calculate everything to show how good he is. He made a profit, so let's go on if the others are also that good. But here are his picks for the third game day. He says Molde Hacken over 2.5 goals. Odds are pretty low, but okay. Betis to win. I think this is a really good bet at odds of 1.9, playing at Cyprus team Limassol. Graz versus Atalanta. He thinks Atalanta has problems with Graz. I don't think so, but both teams to score at 1.7 is really okay. And Rakov Sporting should win this game. 1.7 for me is too low, because we don't know anything about Rakov and playing at home. And Sparta Prague versus Rangers. He thinks Sparta is able to win there. For me as a Czech fan, I would love to see that, but I'm really skeptical that they are really better than the Rangers. I won't bet on odds of 2.0 here on Prague. I think this is too low odds. Marseille, Athens, both teams to score with odds of 1.7. I think this is okay. And Freiburg to win. has only odds of 1.4 around or something, which is way too bad. And Freiburg away at Backa Tapolava in Serbia. I don't think this is really a good bet, and I would never combine a win with another bet like over and such things, because if the winning odds on the three-way are not good enough to bet on, nothing else makes it worth to bet on. It's just no value in a Freiburg win, and it makes no value adding another bet on it. I hope you understand that. And next one, Leverkusen-Karabakh. He says Leverkusen to win and over 2.5 with odds of 1.7. Leverkusen has so low odds of 1.2, never considering betting on this game, as I think also Leverkusen might win this game, but the odds are too bad, so completely no bet, no matter what the result will be. Panathinaikos Rennes, 1x with odds of 1.5. Okay, I understand that. I like it, kind of, because you have the double chance. You have a 66% that this result will come, and 1.5 are good odds for that. But at the end, I'm not really sure if Rennes, if we should bet against Rennes, which is a Ligue 1 team in France, which is considered a way better league than the Greek league. That's why I personally won't bet on this, but I can understand if someone who's into the Greek league might think this is also a good bet. Tiraspol losing versus Servette Genf. Also 1.6 in this situation for an away team playing at Sheriff Tiraspol, which was the biggest surprise in last year's Champions League, or 2 years ago. I'm not really sure, but it's way too dangerous to bet on a Switzerland team like Servette. I won't do that, but he does okay. Maybe he's right at the end. I'm just telling you before what I think about these odds. Roma to win versus Slavia, odds of 1.8. Really, really good odds for a Serie A team like Roma. And their really, really good squad against a minor league team from Czech Republic. I think 1.8 are really great odds here. If these are really the odds of this game, I have to check it later or not. Yeah, 1.8 around 1.75, still good enough. Union Saint-Gilloise should win against Linz from Austria, the LASK. The odds are only 1.7 at best, and I won't bet on a clear win here, because who the fuck is Union Saint-Gilloise? I really don't have watched a game of them ever. Another interesting bet could be Liverpool versus Toulouse, winning at home with an handicap. They have to win with 2 goals in advantage, but I don't like the odds, and I don't like the opponent. Toulouse is also a French Ligue 1 team, maybe not the best, and Liverpool should win against them, but the odds are really not worth to risk it, and yeah. Same thing here. If there's no value in a three-way bet, you also don't have to look at the Asian handicaps, because it makes it not really more attractive. Let's get to my friends of Oddspedia, Alvaro, who won the last Eka in the Europe League, and he had odds of 4.3, winning 3 bets in an ACA with a Betis win, Leverkusen win, and Liverpool Asian Handicap -1 with not the best odds, but yeah, high risk, because I won't combine winners in an ACA, because in a football game you have always the risk that even the best team in the world has a draw on a certain day, and at the end he made it right, because he won with really attractive odds, so nothing to complain about that. But in the long run, this style of betting is too dangerous in my eyes, because a lot of eckers will be broken because you have draws, and if you bet on winners, that's too dangerous at the end, and you end up losing money, I think. If you bet on winners, then do it like this one on Liverpool, but not with this small douchebag odds. Just go for Betis -1, Leverkusen -1, and you get way better odds. And combine this, you get even also way better odds in an Ecker. And in the long run, this pays out way more. That's my way of betting Eckers, which made me a lot of profit during the last years in sports betting. Anyway, Alvaro did a great job here. Let's have a look what he's predicting now. He says his safe bet is Roma to win, as well as Jordan Burst said. And I also said before that Roma win is really a good bet with odds of 1.8, and Alvaro confirms this, so maybe this is our bet and on this game day supporting Roma. But here again in an Ecker I won't combine the Roma pure win, because there is not really the huge danger here, but if I want to go with Roma, I would combine Asian Handicap -1 on Roma, as the odds are way better. And same thing with Leverkusen. Never ever putting a 1.2 odd in an Ecker, because it's not really worth it, and the risk to break an Ecker with this rubbish odd is not worth to do it. So same thing with Asian Handicap 0 on Betis, only odds of 1.4. Even if I think, why should they lose at Limassol? Kind of unrealistic, but still, you have about 16 games on Thursday. There will be a better bet than this small odds on Betis. And the third one is Danny, also from Oddspedia, and he's also predicting his safe bet and an Ecker. But let's have a look what he did last game day. And in the Europa League, he said Roma to win 2-0, which was a winner. Pretty good, 1.77. Still way too risky for a safe bet in my eyes, as winning 2-0 is always very dangerous. As you see, Bayern Munich often concedes goals against weak teams, and so do a lot of teams. That's a bet you never can be sure of, as if a team is leading 5-0 and then they get an unnecessary goal, they don't care, but the bettors do care, and so you end up losing clear bets on safe winners like Roma. And why not betting on Roma Asian Handicap -1 with odds of 2.5 or even higher, which is way less risk to win as a winner 2-0, because you say the other team has never played football and has never scored a goal, kind of. And that's way too risky. At the end he won, but I want to show you that it's not about winning single bets. It's not about winning one Ecker. It's about doing the right decisions in terms of probability, mathematics, and at the end the odds. And only that's the way how to beat sports betting and sports books. And if you don't do this, it's gonna be very hard. And let's have a look at his Ecker. He only lost one bet in his Ecker. This was Rangers, because the Rangers lost their game. And the other 3 bets he won, but they were really worse, really bad odds. Besides the Roma's first half win against Servette Genf, which was 1.75. But Liverpool Asian Handicap -1. If I play Asian Handicap -1, I always want odds way higher than 2, and he only gets 1.3 for that, which is way too dangerous, way too low paid, not worth the risk. At the end, Liverpool only won 2-0 with a goal in the extra time, so very close win for this 0.30 odds. And At the end, he lost the Eka. He made small profit if you count his bets as single bets. And at the end, he ended up losing. But I also have another one who's called Elzio. He has 13,000 followers. And he predicted also games for the third round. But first, let's have a look what he did on the second game day. He made 4 bets. He won 3 of it and made a profit of 0.69. And his only loss was that he thought Linzer ASK might score at Toulouse in France while they lost 1-0. He's always betting on team goals and sometimes on both teams to score. I like this approach because you see he's focused on team goals. So I trust him way more than Jordan Burroughs because he seems to be an expert in betting on team goals. No matter if he makes profit in these 4 games or not, because 4 games is just random. You have to watch 1,000 bets of one better, and if he's profitable after 1,000 bets, you might be confident that he's really into a strategy. But still, I like it more if someone has a clear way of betting, and he has. And at the end, he made profit. So let's see what he's doing on the third game day. He only has 3 bets, which is also a good thing because I'm no fan of betting on every game, and betting too much is the first and biggest mistake a lot of sports betting people do, that they are addicted and want to bet on every game and think that every game has a good bet, which is completely wrong. And so the best thing is cherry picking, which he does. And I'm interested if he makes profit in the end, if you follow him for 1,000 bets. But I think, good odds, good interesting bets like Union Saint-Gilloise might score twice at home. 1.6, okay, a little bit risky. Olympiacos might score over 1.5 goals against West Ham, also a very risky approach, I think. But Blackjack versus Freiburg with both teams to score seems for me, in my eyes, as a really attractive bet, as I think Freiburg is always very struggling playing away, and so they might concede a goal here. And at the end, they're a huge favorite, so they might score at least once. And Bachka should also be able to score at home, maybe. And that's why I really like these high odds. So these are the bets of the guys on YouTube. And so let's have a look what I sum up and what I would do considering only odds and stats. Yes, and I will do 7 single bets and 2 Eckers and 1 high risky bet. So let's have a look. Here first Ecker, Olympiacos, West Ham, Olympiacos double chance 1.7, Tiraspol, Servette Genf, Servette Asian Handicap 0, 2.1 and Panathinaikos Rennes Asian Handicap 0, 1.9 and total odds of 6.78. To be honest, I really don't like all of these bets, and I really won't bet it, but it's just an experiment, and at the end, yeah, we will see. But what I would do is betting on clear favorites with Asian Handicap -1, which is Betis, Atalanta and AS Rome, combining 2.5, 2.5 and 2.25 in total odds of 14.05, which is kind of really good for only 3 bets, and all of these 3 teams are way big favorites and they should win these games, and at the end, if they win with 2 goals in advantage, this Ecker is won. If they only win with one goal, the bet with only one goal win is considered as won, and you can ignore it in the Ecker. And if someone plays only draw, we lose. So that is always the risk in betting on winning teams in an Ecker. And then my high risky bet is Ajax Amsterdam at Brighton winning with Asian Handicap -1. The odds are 16, and I tell you why. Brighton hasn't won a game out of the last 5 games. They are a huge favorite against Ajax because Ajax is struggling a lot in the Dutch league, but recent result was 3-4 losing at Utrecht. But still, I think Ajax is not that bad as everyone says at the moment, and the standing says. So this is just worth 0.1 unit, and at the end, I'm not bad if this bet is losing, but in 1 out of 10 times I win this bet maybe, and then I make profit. So what do you think? Write your best bets in the comments and follow me if you are happy with this style of videos where I compare different picks and put in my picks, and we will compare and at the next Europe League game day who had the best bets on this game day, and we will continue doing this if you like it. And yeah, follow this channel. Thanks for watching. Have a good Thursday. Before we start, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to this channel if you want the best predictions and betting tips on YouTube. Thanks for your support.